Welcome to this edition of Collecting Small Diecast Land Rovers, and in this one we're going to be taking a look at some of the smaller scale models, 1/72 and 1/76. We've got one Oxford diecast for you and one Carrarama. But before that we've got a little bit of housekeeping to do. If you're watching this video, then you've obviously found the YouTube channel, and on the home page of the YouTube channel I've been doing some work in there for the last week or so. All the videos were just as I'd made them, in no particular order, so we've put them into playlists to make life a lot easier for you. So if your interest is in Oxford diecast defenders, then there's a playlist for them. There's a playlist for Carraramas, there's a playlist for the other things that we've done. And also, if you want to go back further in the catalogue, there's Cliff Lift, as we've got a lot of videos on them. We've got some Welsh narrow gauge railway videos, and just some few other topics like out and about, etc. So a lot easier for you to find, and you just look for the playlist that suits you and you'll find the content that you require. Right, let's get on with the first one for today's episode. Right, first up in today's video we've got these Carrarama 1/72 scale Range Rover 2003 model, which is in dark metallic blue. Now we had three in the collection, one as you can see on the cards, a loose version, and one in a rather tatty box. But these covered the variations on the sunstrip and dashboard, etc., and internal trim. An attempt at painting the exhaust system on some of the models, and other variations surrounded around whether the rear lights were painted, etc. I did say in the original review I did of these that I didn't think there was a great deal many more, but as usual been proved wrong. A while back I was scouring the internet and this one turned up. There we have it. Now, the model is a duplication basically of one of the others that we've done, possibly this one with the dark grey, well, the grey dashboard and the small sun strip, etc., painted lights. But the addition on this one is it's got a tow bar, whereas all the previous ones have not featured a towing attachment. Now, we mentioned before in one of these videos that for some reason Carrarama didn't have their cars with tow bars, so that they could readily put one into a set where they wanted to tow a speedboat or a horse box or some form of trailer. So they had to amend the base to make it so that they could tow something, which just seems an odd way of going around it. Why not I'll just try and get in. Why not just fit the thing from the off, and then you won't need to amend tooling, etc. But yeah, it's a standard model. I'm not going to open this one because it's fairly well sealed, and as these get older, the plastic that forms the packaging does become rather brittle. Sorry, I'll save your eyesight a bit and we'll try that back out. So this one, when it does come with a speedboat, it's paired with the well, it's sort of a bluey green colour, turquoise I would say, speedboat. But they do a nice packaging, you know, show you a bit of a beach and there's the water behind. They put some thought into it and they make for quite a nice display item. But that brings the total of these to 4. So are there any more out there? I don't know, but I wouldn't doubt it. The further you go into these, the more you're sure something's going to turn up that you just weren't expecting. Not that common in the UK. They turn up from time to time, these vehicle and speedboat combination, or even rarer seem to be the horse boxes. They did a horse box with I think it was a Range Rover. It could have been a Defender. I can't remember off the top of my head, but considering these were pocket money toys when they first came out, I imagine they would have to charge a bit more of a premium for these, because basically more packaging, you get 2 items in it, but it ups the plate value. So contrary to what I said earlier, we managed to unpack it and without any damage, so we'll let you take a look at the differences. So let's do the speedboat first. Right, the speedboat, they're quite a nice representation of a speedboat of these. This one is the JOTA speedboat and features a little anchor seat at the front and at the back and a driver's position, but they're on a nice little trailer, and there's about 3-4 different versions of this speedboat in various colours, and there's even one in the RNLI lifeboat set. So yeah, super cool little speedboats. The small visor across the top. The main difference underneath is that this is the towing arrangement as compared with the standard vehicle where there's nothing. Right, that's it for that one. Just give us a moment to set up and we'll show you an Oxford diecast that we've found, which I think you might find interesting. Right, next one we have this that we found. Let's do the usual. It comes under code SP122 and it is a Land Rover Defender Western Power. Now it's in the livery of the electricity utility Western Power, and it mentions power cut. It's a bit ironic because as I'm filming this we've got a howling gale outside and have given us a warning that there could be power cuts. The lights have been dipping a bit, so fits in quite nicely. Right, I don't know how many of these were produced. I saw it released on the internet, so we were quite fortunate that one cropped up for sale and it was quite cheap. So let's have it. Right, so it's the white basic Defender with the ladder etc on the roof. It's got a beacon to the rear, which most of them don't have, so that's an addition to this particular version. It's got some really nice checker plate on the bonnet and the front wings. It runs with a registration number which I'll put up in writing because I'll need my magnifying glass to read that. But power cut with the emergency telephone number you need to ring. Lots of very nice printing along the side there, which I'm sure you'll be able to read on your large screens if you're watching it on a laptop. A lot of markings to the rear, high visibility, which is really good, and blanked out the rear windows just to so that if there's equipment in you can't really see what's in there. Yes, a really nice model. Being an SP makes me wonder if these were produced as a promotional thing, and can often use them as giveaways. I'm not sure if that's the case with this one, but there doesn't seem to a lot of them about, which suggests there wasn't many produced. Right, we're going to go all technical now and try and focus in a bit so you can see exactly what's what without my shaking hands. There we are, really crystal clear printing on the sides and the nice logo. It is really nicely done. I like this one. And the aforementioned number plate clearly visible there. Nicely dealt with at the front there. Super printing. The checker effect is really good on this. I like that. Them chevrons are quite nicely applied as well. Really nice, this one. As I say, quite difficult to get hold of. So we need to get the old cocktail stick onto the tyre, just tease that back on. A common problem with these, easily rectified. I should imagine if the model's been left for a very long time and the tyre goes quite hard, you know, the properties of the rubber or whatever they've used changes, and they do become a problem. But so we'll address that off camera as soon as thing, and it can go into the collection. But there we have the Western Power Land Rover Defender number, code SP122. Well, that'll about do it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed the models we've brought you. Certainly these shorter format videos are a lot easier for me to produce, and I hope you're enjoying them. I've not had any adverse comments, so I assume everything's tickety-boo. But until the next one, stay safe and happy collecting.